Welcome on everyone to 32 Ways to Connect. We're on day 8. Today's word is learn. I'm going to start off with a story. So when I first started teaching, I was terrified, and I had been certified to teach a particular type of class. And so I was studying and taking notes and just being really diligent and was still so nervous, even though I felt prepared to do so. So I went to my teacher who created the program and I said, I'm still really scared. Like I've studied, I've taken all the classes, and I'm just worried, like what happens if someone in the middle of the class asks a question and I don't know the answer? What do I do? What do I say? And she smiled and took a nice big deep breath and looked at me and very kindly said, you say, I don't know, period. And when she said that, everything in my body relaxed and shifted in this bizarre way that I never would have thought that that answer, I don't know, could have. But it had such an influence on my teaching moving forward. Here's how: to step into situations and really holding that prepared sense, your beautiful own unique sense of confidence that you carry with yourself and self-love, and equally holding, I don't know everything, and that's fine. That's more than fine. That's wonderful. A lot of times we believe that in order to be successful, to do it right, to feel 1,000% prepared, we have to know everything. And in the role of teacher, you're teaching others, right? And the most true thing is it's nearly impossible to know everything. And the truth is, life actually intends it that way. A really important part of each one of our paths is embracing and recognizing that the mystery, the unknown, is a huge creator and force in our life for magic. And it's equally important for us to not know as much as it is to know. So holding both. With learning and its relationship to how we connect, when we move in our world, in our relationship, and even in our relationship to ourself with feeling that we need to have all the answers, know everything all the time, see how that feels in your body. That's a lot of weight. That's a lot of pressure over something that isn't really true. So equally holding, opening up to, I know, I have a knowing sense. I'm wise and I don't know everything. What that does is it allows us to hold ourselves from more of a place of curiosity and less of a place of a really stern judge. And we're actually able to take in more of our life. And from this soft place, again, of receiving and being open. And think of all the joys and benefits in your life of learning, of classes that you've taken, of that feeling sense of being introduced to something brand new. It really is remarkable. But what tends to happen in our domestication with our schooling is that we're given a reward, most of us through our schooling, for getting the answer right. And our attention or the praise is turned away when we get something wrong. So part of that begins to become embedded in places where we shut down, where we're afraid to open, to learn, to say that we don't know, because we really want to have the praise. When the reality is that when we step out of those classroom situations, most of us from our youth, and we open to life, we're continually opening to this sense of reality where all of life really is a classroom. It's the capacity for us to learn and to grow. And if the only time we feel confident moving out to connect is when we already know when we get it right, that shuts down a tremendous amount of our experience and our openness to connect in our world. So dropping in this gentle phrase, seeing how it feels. I know enough, and it's not necessary for me to know everything. I'm open to learn, and I'm open to the unknown. This equally feeds my life, and I do not need to be so afraid of being wrong and of not knowing. It's a commonality all of life has. It rests in the mystery, where most of the greatest things that have happened in our life we never even knew were coming, right? So checking in those places around the not knowing how much not knowing has fed and being open to learning has really brought a lot of extraordinary things in our direction and into our lives. So learning. I pulled cards already. I was prepared. And the question is, how can I continue to open in such a way that I allow almost like a beautiful childlike sense, that curiosity or that excitement around learning? How can I let go of needing to know everything and of opening more to learning in order to connect more deeply in all the places in my life? In what we can start to let go of, I see the King of Swords, and it's energetic as a sternness, sharpness, logic, right? So logic really serves us. Our brains are beautiful that way as they catalog things through our life. And where is your sense of sternness or discipline based around that mental process holding you back? Where can you begin opening to your learning in other ways? Learning through your physical body, learning through your creative sense, right? So letting go more and more of that logical process or analytical process in order to open to new ways in your world. The present position of seeing the sun in reverse, which means we need some support around really that fiery sense of creation and cooperation with the rest of our world. So where can you begin opening up from a lens of inspiration around individuals around you, life around you, for inspiration in order to really understand that cooperation in an aligned sense for us can really feed our lives. So what is it that you need to do some shifting around in order to open more to more of a cooperative stance in your world? Help with this. And to carry forward energy to keep in mind and move out from this day forward, for the next couple weeks, months, whatever you choose. The Hierophant card, which its message is ringing clear that you are your greatest teacher. So in what ways can you actually begin learning from yourself, even in places that are harder for you really to hold within yourself? Maybe you get annoyed with yourself in a certain area and you have a set perspective, like I need to be this way or it needs to look this way in this world. Where can you begin letting go to allow yourself and a voice of wisdom within you to be your greatest teacher, where your life is your teacher? And I leave that with you to learning. All my love. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.